secret equation at the foundation of every successful business. This topic especially applies to entrepreneurs and people in the product space. Let's get into it. So what is this secret equation? Well, it's essentially a balance that you have to strike between the two components that make up every business, and that is the creation of the product or service and the delivery of that product or service. Now, it sounds simple enough, but it's probably the number one mistake that I see entrepreneurs, business owners, and even people in the tech startup world make all the time. It's more common that people spend way more time on the creation of their product or service than it is on the delivery. They spend so much time fixating on creating the perfect product that they completely neglect how they're going to deliver that product or service to the market. And it's half of the equation. Most people don't have a marketing budget set when they create a new business. They don't have marketing goals. They don't know how they're going to talk about themselves. They don't know who they're going to talk to. They haven't figured out any of that side. Or if they have, they put in a minimal effort, and certainly they have not put in the same amount of effort into the delivery as they have into the creation. And even though it's the most common mistake, it's the one we see the least because how could we? They created this thing, but then they didn't tell anybody about it. So we never really find out about all these amazing products and services. Here's a perfect example. When I was working at Amazon in 2020, I was a beta tester for this product called Amazon Explore. This was a virtual experience product that allowed you to, from the comfort of your home during a lockdown in the pandemic, visit Paris, or like me, I went to Kutna-Hora in Central Europe. You could take pasta making classes in Italy. You could look at an animal zoo in Argentina. You could go shopping in Milan, all from the comforts of your home. And this wasn't like some glorified FaceTime experience. Amazon built custom technology that made the experience amazing. You could click on the screen, which would indicate to the host that you have a question. You could screenshot, so you could take some really great pictures, which I did of Kutna-Hora, or you could even click and tell the host that you wanted to purchase something. So imagine you can walk into a store in Milan, click around, tell the host what you want to buy, use your Amazon account to pay, and then they ship it to you all from your living room. It was an awesome experience, but I'm guessing most people watching this have probably never heard of it, and it should have been the biggest thing that came out during the pandemic since none of us could travel. But as of a couple months ago, it was shut down. I'm sure there were a lot of reasons that went into the decision to shut that down, but this is just one example of a great product that you never heard of because it was never delivered to you. And that's not the only example from Amazon that I could tell you about. Now, the imbalance that occurs on the other side of the equation, where there's not enough focus on the creation and too much focus on the marketing, these are more apparent and they're usually kind of funny. The best example is probably fast food restaurants, because it seems like they spend about 5 minutes on their product and then the rest of the time just marketing the hell out of it and trying to trick us into eating it. Just imagine how successful they'd be if they spent as much time on their product as they did on their marketing. And if I had to pick one imbalance, it would be focusing too much on marketing, because products that suck but that are marketed really, really well can still succeed. Products that are incredible, that nobody's heard of, will fail almost every time. It's very difficult to get those to work. This imbalance, focusing too much on the creation and not enough on the delivery, is the most common mistake I see entrepreneurs make. And it's actually very common within the tech startup world because most CEOs of tech startups tend to be product focused. Getting a marketing budget out of these people is very challenging. So if you're starting a new business, please keep this equation in mind, because the better you balance your creation and your delivery, the better your chances are at success. If you would like me to help you with your marketing, or if you'd like to enroll in one of my marketing training courses, DM me or visit my website at bradleylewisfoster.com.